It's the finest rock bands at the moment. You're riding high on the crest of a wave. Does it feel good?
It feels very good. Yes.
I was reading this morning in one of the trade newspapers about the fact that the album's now gone top 40, I think, in the States as well. It's selling really well over there. And that is truly remarkable at a time when British talent in the States is just completely out of the frame, isn't it?
Yeah, it totally is. I mean, obviously it blew us away, the fact that it's doing so well over there. But I think we're lucky because we signed to a US label, and we have US management. So it's a lot easier than if you sign to a UK label and if UK management, because the UK is pretty small. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of touring here is a lot easier than touring America, and trying to kind of crack America from the outside or trying to get over there from the outside is kind of tough. It helps if you're already there, I guess.
There's this whole thing at the moment about putting people into pigeonholes, into bags, whatever, and you don't fit neatly into anything, do you? And I've seen you perform at indie venues to indie kids and do very well. I saw you supporting Linkin Park at the NEC just before Christmas as well with the new metal kids there, and they all seem to like you. So how have you achieved that? How have you managed to tap into both those sets of fans, do you think?
I think because I don't know. I think because we are both those type of people. We do like everything. And even though a lot of bands say that, I think a lot of bands feel the need to fit into niches and fit into genres. And like some are like, right, we're a punk band, this is what we do, or we're a metal band, this is what we do. Whereas we've have complete disregard for any genres or anything. Because the way we look at it is our band.
You're infeasibly comfortable on stage as well, going back to the NEC gig as well. It's a massive stage there, and the movement of the band around it, you weren't intimidated by it. It must seem a huge jump, though, from the days of the Philharmonic back in Cardiff with its tiny stage there. So how have you made that transition?
I think you just... As long as we're having fun with our friends, it's like we're all best friends in the band. We've been mates for years. So wherever we are, no matter what stage we're on, we're still together. There's still 6 of us, and nothing's rehearsed, so we don't have to remember anything.
Nothing's rehearsed.
Yeah, so it's not like if you're in a play or something like that, you have to remember lines, so you get nervous and stuff like that. But when you're in a band, you just have a laugh, and it's just 6 friends and jumping around.
It was that jumping that got into trouble, wasn't it, some time ago? Could you just tell folks who haven't heard the story? It's a great story with tragic consequences. Exactly what happened.
We were doing a show in New York, and I stage dived because I like stage diving. I think it's fun, and I just caught somebody's elbow in my ribs. I was winded, but didn't think much of it because it was fine for the next few days, and then the pain gradually got worse and worse and worse, and I thought it'd broken them. So we had an X-ray, and they said it probably just like a hairline fracture. And it's just one of those things, but it's loaded up on painkillers and got on with it.
Now, the album was recorded, much of it was recorded in Los Angeles. What did LA bring to the sound of Lostprophets that maybe you could have got in Britain, do you think?
Sun. Sunny sound.
It's just a blag, isn't it, really?
Yeah. No, I think it's... we wrote the first album in Caerphilly, and we wrote a lot of the second album in Caerphilly, in our practice studio. But I think you need a different stimuli, and different influences and a different environment to really grow. Because otherwise, you're just going to keep treading water,
And as you say, getting away from the reputation as well to an extent, because Fake Sound of Progress has been huge by then. So working with Eric Valentine over in the States, had he heard the stuff? Was he familiar with it, or was it a blank canvas as far as he was concerned?
It's pretty much a blank canvas, because we weren't a big band in the US. We'd sold a few copies, but it's more an underground thing, But he heard that. Basically, we sent him 3 demos of new stuff we were working on, and he really, really loved them. Then he heard the first album and stuff like that, and he was just really into it. We were flattered because Eric only does 2 bands a year.
And who had he done before you?
Good Charlotte, and then before them he did Queens of the Stone Age, So it's he's got an amazing track record. He did Third Eye Blind, Smash Mouth. We were just really honoured that he wanted to work with us.